Alright everyone, so I want to basically make a video on how to structure your resume and how to structure your portfolio. I've been getting quite a few questions about this, so yeah, I thought I'd explain it. Just before we start, I think it's important to note that no matter how good your resume or portfolio is, like even if you make it look the way that my one looks, it doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to land a job. It's important to understand that if you really want to get a job in this field, you have to actually get the experience, you have to get the skills, and you actually have to develop yourself in order to land a job. It's not just having a pretty resume and having a great portfolio. Although those things do help, it's not everything. So just important to keep that in mind. But yeah, basically, this is my resume. So it's pretty simple. I mean, I just used Canva. I got a template and I just added here's my work experience. So this is the title, obviously, the campaigns that I've worked on, the software that I use. So that's my history. As you can see, I started in 2020. Actually, I started in March 2020. That should be March. But I started in 2020, and then worked for about a year or so, and then I just kept applying for new jobs, and yeah, I got job as a digital marketing manager. And then I have a short introduction about my background. So there's that contact information. Obviously you want to have your phone number and your email address because when you apply for jobs, they're gonna obviously contact you. So you want to have some method where they can contact you. I mean that's common sense, but yeah, obviously the skills that I have, uh, so project management and then digital marketing. Now, you may have noticed that I have some qualifications in project management, and the reason I got these qualifications, and then, to be honest, it's quite easy to get. It doesn't like this took me. I think this took me like 2 months to get to study for. So it's not like an expensive uni course. It's honestly it's not that hard to do. But I thought I'd get this project management certification because it helps with applying for jobs like this. And these type of jobs usually pay a lot more compared to these type of jobs. So that's the whole reason that I decided to get it. I thought it'd help me with my career and applying to better paying positions. But yeah, that's pretty much my resume. And I also included a certificate at the end just to show that I've actually have the certificate. And that's my resume. And obviously, I have links to a video and also a. This is the link to my portfolio. So if I click on this link, it will basically go to a short video that I recorded, just to introducing myself, obviously. Okay, so I wanted to. So yeah, and then here's my portfolio. Now, obviously, I've had to blur out certain things. I've had to cover up my full name. Oh shit! Just realized my full name's there, but okay, it's all good. Shouldn't be a big deal. I mean, to be honest, I don't think it'd be a big deal, but yeah. Basically, this is my portfolio. So Uh, it's just the whole point of the portfolio. You have to understand, guys. The main point is to show that you've done the work, you have the experience, and that you can give them results. You can bring them results. So project management, I've shown what I've done, or what type of projects I've worked on. So here I said I managed the paid ad campaign schedules, and it's not like I don't. You guys don't have to kind of think of it as like I've done such great work for these guys and I've given them exceptional results for my previous companies. You don't have to think about it like that. The main goal of the portfolio is just to show that you're professional and that you've actually done the work and that you understand things like the software. And it's just the best way to think of it is to think of it as if you were the person that was hiring, right? If you were looking at all these different resumes and none of them had a portfolio, which one would you choose? Obviously, you would choose the person who's very detailed, who has a portfolio. That's the whole point. It's just to show that you're professional. And obviously, if you're hiring someone and you're going through their portfolio, you want to see that they have the experience. You want to see that they've, you know, you want to see. the achievements that they've done, right? So I've made sure to highlight and really emphasize what I've done in my previous jobs. And I really, the main point is that I've showcased my experience in my portfolio, right? So I even added the certifications, right? You can see the certification there, and then here I've actually included screenshots as well. That's another thing. I've really paid attention to detail and included things like screenshots to show the work I've actually done, even the results I've achieved. Now, the results I've achieved, obviously, they're not like I'm not the best person in the world at this job, right? And that's not the point. The point is just to show that you can get them results, that you can you can actually do the job properly, you know. And when it comes to most of these marketing jobs, the main things that people look for is experience with the software, actually having a on-job experience, and getting results. Now, you don't have to do all of these things when you're starting off, but this is just some things to keep in mind, you know. And when it comes to getting them results, some people think that you have to like, 5 times their profits, or you have to, get some amazing results. But that's not the case at all. You just have to show that you've improved an area, even if it's something very simple, like getting them a few more clicks on the website, getting them a few more, improving their paid ad performance just by a few percentage, a few percent. Even that is fine. You don't have to get them like a 500 return on investment. Like that's ridiculous, and obviously no, most people can't do that. If most people could do that, then there would be millionaires, there would be billionaires. So the point isn't to show them like such outstanding results. And I don't want you guys to fake results or anything like that. The goal is just to show that you can obviously do the job and get them good results. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. So yeah, show my experience. Obviously, some more screenshots. Some more actual. So these are actually what's it called? These are actually inquiries that have come through. So obviously, businesses want to generate inquiries, right? They don't want to have to constantly be doing word of mouth and trying to hand out flyers and banners to get clients. So these are basically showing that you can generate them inquiries. What else? This is some of the paid ads that I've done. I've included some results that I have. Now, obviously, not every campaign that you run is going to be like you're not going to get great results every time, right? So you just want to highlight that you can get them good results. So you just kind of want to highlight the good results. You don't want to highlight everything, even the bad results. Um, and they're not going to expect you to do get everything to like 5 times return on investment, 5 times ROAS, or achieve like a cost per lead of I don't know $5. Like you have to be realistic when it comes to these things. But yeah, that's my portfolio. It's pretty basic. It's just a bunch of screenshots and text, to be honest. Like that's all it is. It's nothing that complicated. Obviously, if you want to add things like videos and whatever else you want to add, you can do that. But this is basically what I've done, and I've made sure that I've organized it properly as well. I've show so they can click if they want to go to my website. What I've done, the website projects, they just click on that and they can see that. And then at the end, I included my certifications, so they can basically see that. And you don't even need that many certifications, and most of the time they don't even ask for it. So it's not something that you have to do, but it helps a lot when it comes to showing that you obviously you've done the certification and that you understand it. And like the certification, in all honesty, it's not that important. I've done this certification like probably 2 years ago, and no, not 2 years ago, 1 year ago, I think it was, and I don't even remember. Like 2 weeks after I've done it, I don't even remember what they taught me. So it's not that important. It's not that important, honestly. As long as you understand the basics, that's really all that matters. This stuff is always changing. So as long as you know the basics, that's all that matters. And then obviously include a resume, a reference at the end, just to show some sort of previous experience as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's Yeah, that's my portfolio. All right. So if you have any questions,